to see those two head to head. And this one, it's about to get all the more exciting. Carrigan aggressive towards main. Eastor's aware of it. And that smoke's going to make things difficult. He can't challenge now.
Oh my God, he can't even scope right now.
Oh, very uncomfortable times. And he loses his life. Woxic checking it. And responsive. Ooh, looking to panic and get himself out of dodge. He's actually still managed to get away with that. 9 HP, but calling red flags in IV. 2 players advancing through that, and Chris J's going to fill the gap. This is nice.
Yeah, the double orb set up now. It's going to work out for a second kill. Not quite. Both the orb is low at this point, but both are live. Voxic at 9, Chris J at 34. They still have the man advantage here, as Frozen will extend it. Alex dropped to the floor. Looking for 14-14. Should be converted here. Carrigan patrols towards Ivy. 2 players there. Should be getting at least one of those, if not 2. Spots a second and plays the more passive game again.
And the fight was brought to him. It was still nice, aggressive maneuver on the first, but Frozen, very precise from Pop, puts it to a stop. Now full versus 1. Lau. Admittedly, Woxic and Chris are low, but their AWPs and the range of train is absurd if he was to just wait this one out.
It looks like he is going
I guess
safe,
he might
right?
as well. To
Yeah.
only get $3,400 into the next round. He's got more than that right now.
This is a really tough spot for the riders to be in, right? Having to make these kind of economic decisions this late in the game. Now, they only need 1 more to guarantee themselves overtime here, but I don't even know how they're going to post that on the board now that this wall has been erected. It will have to be through fast plays, right?
Yeah.
That's all it's through. Fast plays and an individual picking up a nice entry, which can snowball a couple more kills.
So do they want to force buy now around this AK-47 and go for it, or do they let Mousesports get another round, get the 15th up and go for a full buy and try and go for overtime? With the money at $3,000, half buy around the AK?
Yeah, I think so.
I think you're right. Give them
Take
2
some Tech
chances.
9s, a Kevlar vest, have a go.
Have a crack at it. There's no point in just saving fully here and going into the final round with a surplus of cash. You may as well invest a little bit.
They can't even, with 3K, so there are 4 stage loss bonus here, they couldn't go beneath $2,000, right? They give P250s, maybe Kevlar, not much else. You can see, yeah, that they didn't even
It's
justify
basically
Kevlar.
nades, yeah.
So he's gone for some Kevlar, gone for some nades here, try and make the AK work, stab each other for some reason.
No,
Bit of a laugh.
No. No fun for anyone, that one. Lau just stabbing, right click no less, into...
Caught red-handed.
Into steel.
We saw it on the screen.
We saw it, we know. Let's see if we can justify it. Get some redemption here on such a crucial round of play. Scene set perfectly by Hank and Chad. A lot riding on this one.
So, inside execution, at least need the bomb. I don't think they'll even get that, to be honest with you, but time will tell. It's been the Chris J AWP towards up. It has been a bit of a nuisance for them, to say the very least. It looks promising for a couple more kills here once again. Rob's waiting by the lower ramp. Here's the nades being pulled. Calling for the rotation. Look at all the grenades fly in here.
Whoa.
Great execution, but I don't think it'll lead into many kills. Alex gets 1. Bomb down here. They actually can. Lau's
This is
still alive.
something. And now, with AWPs, it gets awkward. A double AWP retake for Mouse Sports. If they can just drop that clock, they've got a shot. Another AK has been picked up. eStore on that. Don't forget, there's only a single vest. Lau will have to be the hero if his teammates don't manage to slow them down. Alex using the smoke to the best of his advantage. That Molotov will force the fights. eStore could burn here. eStore is burning. He's gone down. Lau, we said he might have to be the hero. Now is his chance. He's going to get tested first. Second as well. Mopos keeps him safe.
It's the AWPs.
Oh, it is. It's going to be so slow. Christie has found it. All he has to do is survive. Mopos, all he has to do is get one frag. He's tagged him. He plays it perfectly. Christie's on it. Woxic has to defend him. One shot onto the Christie. He's run out of bullets. He hasn't got time. They do it with a single rifle. Jesus Christ, this was chaos.
That was absolute insanity.
Chris J was probably half a second from the defuse as well.
Oh, I didn't think he was going to pull it off there.
He runs out of bullets.
He did. It was so insane. What a performance that was. The Desert Eagle single AK-47 comes down to the wire, and Voxic can't do it. They lose both the AWPs. They should have cash for the buy here, but still, Movistar Riders at least guaranteed overtime here.
Jeez.
I didn't think that was going to be the case, and they actually could close things out in regulation as well.
Yeah, now this timeout, I don't think it's as much tactical as it is to calm down.
Yeah,
Their communications is going to have just been exploding. So calm it down, level head, listen to the comms, take an extra 30. You can throw the knockout blow here in regulation.
The money, though, still incredibly strong for Mouse Sports. Pretty much a full buy. Christian missing a couple of flashes. That's about it. So generally speaking, they are looking very good to take us to overtime. Their buy should be a little bit stronger than Movistar's, to be honest with you. You can see more players only with one smoke. Lau, similar sort of story. So not the perfect setup for them, but not bad either. Flashes doing smokes towards outside. It's bait out a bit of utility at the very start. Same smokes going down.
Mission Brown Halls begins.
Rocks to defend. Chris J there again.
That nade just told them exactly where he was playing from. He is still in limbo right now. That's a great opening. That's a better follow-up.
Yeah, that works wonderfully. Now into the site they will go. Looking for Rops, but Chris J's found one. Just by surviving, Rops has done so much. He's such a nuisance and nearly a crater. Carrigan does go down. Alex on the wrong side of the map. And he will go down. We're off to overtime, ladies and gentlemen. MR3 16K. No 10 for Road to Rio, it seems.
Major rules, yeah. So ESL events traditionally would have that 16K, but obviously we're going into the major cycle. I suppose this is now what this is.
What this is.
Yeah, so that we will be doing the 10K. So it's not as forgiving.
Yeah, for the CT side of Mouse Sports, if they want to go for a double AWP setup, you lose that first round, you will not have a double AWP setup for the next round. Definitely not the last one. So you do need to be careful there. This is when the conversation about helmets comes in as well. You might not be buying a helmet. Well. So yeah, there it is. Chris J, no helmet. Rob's no helmet. 2 diffuse kits. You got to be a bit more frugal here. You have to bear that in mind.
He's still doing it.
Come on. Come on now.
Come on, Chris.
He's
insanity.
taking the piss.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. Eco on the first round of overtime.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chris J. I need a double kill with that deagle. I need it now.
You can buy an AWP and he's gone for a deagle.
I don't even know. He's playing the close angles. He knows 2 clicks to the belly is all it takes. Of course, the headshots work even more. Alex coming out of main here. Carrigan may not be expecting this. Just this cavalier walk up. The dink did come out. A reaction from Carrigan. Not bad. Frozen dueling out with Steel and has one out as well. Eastor claws it back.
Money is a factor here. First round of overtime. 3-on-3.
Both of the kits are dropped as well.
That's a good point.
Very good point.
Chris J coming in from T-Spawn with Deagle.
Eastor's watching it, or he was. Still is. Tightest of lines. And oh, Chris J's Deagle did connect, but so does Eastor's AWP. Rob's, however, opening up the site. There's a chance to try and get something on that. There's no smokes unless Chris J can get his smoke on it. Lau spotted and traded. Woxic's got it. All onto Eastor. He just has to get them off that bomb. Misses his shot, but they haven't got the kit. They haven't got the time. And this one is going Eastor's way.
The kits is a massive factor. You're dead on. He wants to try and take Voxic down if he can, and he does. Oh, not quite. The bomb didn't catch him. I thought that was enough there. That's actually huge that Voxic saves the AWP. Chris J, I guess, not buying into that round. He can still
invest now for the next two, right?
Yeah.
So basically with the 10K, if you fully invest on the CT side, 2 rounds back-to-back, you bottom out going into the last. So Chris J going for that Deagle purchase in the first round probably guarantees he can drop an AWP to Woxic. Worst case scenario goes ahead, but their money, if they lose this one, it's still going to be pretty rubbish.
Yeah.
Look at this, Frozen with 800. You got Carrigan who's bottomed out already. Rops is down towards the bottom of the barrel. So, oh dear.
Big round here. Chris J, Deagle in the previous. Sniper rifle towards main entrance now. Looking to make up for the previous one. Flashbangs are decent. He's still ready to come by it. We'll see whether this works out. Bombs are down towards T-spawn. Very quiet scenes here. Movistar Riders not giving away anything just yet. HE's very effective there towards Frozen. Not sure what happened there. Still just showing himself down there to see what's going on. Makes his way back up though.
Got the shot set up Frozen. Confirms that the nades are going to have done some damage at the very least. They're trying all the tricks to try and find an opener on main, but not being given anything. Very passive stance from Alex. He's just been holding the push. And now the slow clear of Pop Dog. Information gained. 35 seconds. Keep your eyes on that bomb. It's still T-spawn side, so I don't even know where they intend to finish here. Must be towards that A site. 28.
So they're going to do an inside fake here with Lau. They've smoked down lower ramp as well. They flashed in, hoping that Chris J will be there, but he's one step ahead of it. Apparently, the shot's not, though. Outlet steal out of the Pop Dog area, and now things become very tight indeed. Still 2 players towards inner, and still it's on the bomb side.
Chris has hit some spectacular shots, but the spray from Steel's good enough. Frozen chooses not to announce his presence because all he has to do is stop that bomb. It's on Lau. They're pushing in together. His back is turned, and he will not get it down. Round 1. Mouseboards take it simply by the survival of Rops. Close. My goodness, down to a 1v1.
Yeah, love the commitment there with the Orc. You knew if you get those, at least one of those kills, you're going to win the round there. Robs was safe enough to survive. And though, sure, it's a dicey round, it comes right down to 1 second on the clock there. You'll take that all day long. You still got the double orb set up here. Money's fine. It was a must-win round, and they've delivered. Voxic now at 8-0 on opening duels, by the way.
Damn, I mean, considering with the opening deaths for Chris and Carrigan were plentiful, it's nice to counterbalance that with 8 for Woxic opening frags. Eastor's just gone straight out main with the AWP and taken down Chris. Matters into his own hands and Steel straight out as well. They've thrown caution to the wind.
This could be it. Lau will find the 3rd kill. Both players towards inside. Rops and Voxic in a lot of trouble here. The bomb to be planted. They've got plenty of time to do it this time. HE will be thrown in vain. But still a 4-on-2 ensues. Rops and Voxic to retake it. They've got smokes and incendiaries.
There's always a chance. That's what they say. I'm not so sure this time. Robs and Woxic going to have to give it their best shot. Utility player present. Information not. Grouping up, just hoping that they can take this contact together and at the very least trade, but a perfect flashbang. Wow. Steel will collect the double and puts them in the lead, coming into the favored side.
Who would have thought on Train? One of Mouseboard's best maps here. We don't know much about Movistar Riders apart from they have some household names within their ranks. We don't see them at really many tournaments this year. And right now, looking for the 2-0 on the road to Rio. They'll go for the double orb setup themselves. This is when they actually came online as well. If you remember regulation, they were losing tremendously. Until they got the double orb setup out, that's when Alex looked fantastic. See if it works out again. First round of the second half. Movistar Riders can get series point with 1 CT round here.
A shot from Alex. He opens up again. This could very well be the 18th, but Woxic has already managed to find the trade. Ooh, Robs. Twinkle toes spotted. Lau. A warning nade in response.
Oh, Eastor, this kill could be everything right here. That's taken away box hole control. They've lost everything Mouseboards in this round.
The fact, you know, it's Robs as well, who's always there alone, that's such a massive call. You can just say, well, no one else is going to be here. They won't even challenge towards Brown Horse anymore, knowing the orbs in that spot. Looking for a series point. Just 1 round will do it. Steel, he might have guaranteed it. Carrigan and Voxic are low, 4-on-2. They have got the bomb. Carrigan with some space. Steel seems to be aware of it. Takes him down.
Always there. You throw a main smoke, Steel, just like a moth to a flame, flies straight towards it and holds that cross from Olof to Sandwich. It's very, very potent, and it's paid dividends for him time and time again. 27 frags for Steel, 27 for Alex, up against Mouse Sports. The individuals here of Movistar Riders are doing everything necessary to secure a win on the road to Rio de Janeiro. One round is all they need. Mouse Sports on the ropes. Just to take us to overtime, they need to string two together.
Molotov from Carrigan.
It's a
Made
fake.
a perfect game at this point. You're absolutely dead on there towards inside. They're going. And Voxic, he still isn't getting the better of him in a lot of these duels now. They're going to fully commit towards inside. No CT presence there at all. Mopez will have to do his best with the flashbang down towards the lower ramp and try and challenge. And that's the bomb. Why has Voxic got the bomb at lower ramp?
He can't get out.
They were going to go for a
they're
quick
gonna be
farm there,
slow.
but they should be fine. 4 on 2.
Now with the smoke deployed, he will have a safe passage, and the look at the positions of the Movistar Riders remaining players.
Well, Alex might have to save considering he's got $50 left here. So I think that'll be the case, but Mouse Sports at least pull one back. 1 round to go. 18-17 after this one. Hold on to the M4. I don't know why he's going for the exit kills there. You're the one who needs the money. Well, I guess he wants to go down. Lowell not happy with surviving here.
So Karen's going to have 5K next round. Yeah, you're right. They'll have money in the final anyway. This is just for stats, really.
Well, Frozen should get him. So they can still buy, but Alex, if he hadn't survived there with 1,400, could have been a bit dicey, but it doesn't really matter either way. Final round here. Can they close it out? On the CT side of train, they need one. I'll have the M4s, a double orb set up again, Steel with a lot of money as well. Chris J.
Someone drop him.
Does he finish with a Deagle as well?
No,
Deagle armor?
Frozen has 5K.
Yeah.
Rob said,
Let's do Deagle armor.
All right, you can have an extra special AK-47.
He doesn't always have to go into the bargain bin, does he? The bloody guy shops at the Salvos. He's out there every week with a new op shop.
Yeah, he's definitely the pound stretcher gamer.
Voxic has been sensational finding the opening kills at the start of each round as well. This time, hasn't done it. They haven't given him a chance. And most of the riders have been finding the opening kills themselves. They just keep re-challenging, allowing Voxic to get back into the round.
Yeah,
if they get these advantages, they need to hold on to them.
It's Voxic leading 9-0. He has not gone down in an opening duel. And then on the other side of things, it's Alex with 8 successful opening duels of total of 10. Some incredible work, and both of them have been dabbling in the AWP as well.
The flash towards Ivy could be big. 2 players there. Smoke down as well. No damage inflicted just yet, even though it looked pretty good.
He was moving while he did it. Loses the accuracy.
Very little in terms of utility on the CT side here. No smokes, no incendiaries. They have flashes and HEs only. Singular on the latter. And still, he gets in towards the pop dog room and takes a bit of damage. Robs will have to fall back now.
We saw Frozen get caught by the sound cue on the Molotov, and Robs too now. 47 seconds. Flashing in, it's perfect. Enables Mopos to find the Ivy presence, and now just 2 remain. It looks like they're actually doing it. Can they seriously take a series off of Mouse Sports? They totally can. Voxic would have to clutch to deny it. Movistar Riders' hard work has totally paid off. He'll upgrade to the AK, but he's caught by Lau, and they've done it. A 2-0 in overtime on one of Mouse Sports' very best maps. The Movistar Riders start their road to Rio with a bang. And now...
Try to keep your eyes closed, 'cause you wanna Try to keep your head up, 'cause you wanna crush the claws that hold you back. Falling down, you get back up, 'cause you are own, and you're breaking through your rivals till they know you're a warrior. Walk through fire, try to keep your eyes closed, 'cause you wanna lie in silver for your own. Don't take liars when the super
Their road to the major in November. They've condensed the prize pools, an extra spicy major for 2020, and to get there, you've got to go through your new or old organization. That's the way it works. That's the way the cookie crumbles, and it starts on train. Oh, I'm ready.
All right, then, you better be machine, because this one is going to be an absolute bang. It's our Super Series, Zuma versus Boomer, Dignitas versus MIP. Let's go, and we'll see the T-Star here. It's the pick of Dignitas, of course. The old names on the right-hand side of the screen. That is Team Dignitas with 1 smoke, 2 flashes, no P250s. Get right with the utility. Currently holding towards Brown Halls with his old brother-in-arms, Freiberg there. Warms my heart to see that, Chad. And they're getting ready for an inside take, presumably. The bomb's there. Only 1 towards inside for NIP. That's Lekro.
So retake setup, that's something that NIP have been doing a lot of. Very passive CT sides is something we've been noticing with this team throughout the progression of the Pro League. Flashes and smokes will come out. The bomb will make it into the site. But they're not even spotting the bomb. This was to draw a rotation. They don't want to go in it. They want to go back towards out.
Okay,
Freiberg
well,
gets taken down, and there's no rotation.
into Pop Dog they descend, and not a single move from NIP. Now the fight comes in, and Rez has already tapped away at the head of 1. Another duel of 1 on Get Right. He's gone down. Hauser can exist, looking to claw something back, but they're surely going to get overwhelmed. Already Exist has lost his teammate, and that's the first round. Rez makes quite the opening statement with a quad kill in the pistol.
Yeah, he was the aim star of the old NIP, and now leading the charge here for the new. 4 kills in the round, shuts it down, no bomb planted, and Dignitas back to the drawing board. So I would say they probably forced by in the next round. Not really the sort of team to go Deagle Armor here with scouts and try and make it work. I think they'll be more methodical. They're going to try and win rounds with strategies and approaches and executions. Rez, though, he'll do it with raw aim, as you've just seen.
Wasn't that something, though? The pistol round strategy couldn't even get played on out because nobody spotted the bomb going in there. The whole point of that round from Dignitas was to draw and force out rotations by showing that C4, but they didn't even find anybody to show it to. So a little bit unlucky there. That doesn't normally go out in that direction, but this full eco coming on through does spell that the buy will be coming forward in the following, round number 3. We've got MP9's Henry's favorite gun, or is it the Mac 10?
No, pound for pound, Mac 10 is the best gun in the game, but my favorite is the MP9.
Okay.
So it's difficult to choose. They're kind of like similar situation with NIP and Dignitas. No NIP are going to win, but you want Dignitas to win, Chad,
Okay.
you know? You do want them to win.
I thought that you made the bet with Sean that if NIP won. You said if Dignitas win.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got Dig
I'm
to
saying
win.
that this is a similar thing. You expect NIP to win, but you want Dignitas.
Alex, are you going to
I'm afraid I'm a little more sane than my comrade, and I've got NIP to take this one. Just with the pistols up IV, just a single Desert Eagle, I'm expecting a bit of a massacre for Twist. He's going to be happy to pocket some change here. 600 bucks a pop with his MP9. They all jump into his crosshair. And, oh, Henry, it's round 2. Tags up another. Nork's keeping him low, but they have done well to win that first duel. They'll be happy to have taken something away.
Glocks, no armor, no nades, 5 on 4. But they have got position. There is a chance that some mistakes can be made. Good grenade thrown towards Ivy. It's going to be Holzerk taken down there. He was towards the CT steps. Won't be much for him to do much else. They can get one more kill. That'd be good. Not going to happen, though. Rez locks it down. So a couple of kills found in the full eco. Remember, they're buying up here. So Dignitas will have AK-47s. Probably don't have the AWP. Only Freiburg can afford it. I don't imagine he'll be dropping that and going completely naked for the sake of Holzerk, although he is the hard carry of the squad.
Yeah, so this here, you know, when talking with Fifi, I've spoken to him in some podcasts or in person and stuff, and he's spoken about being able to try and have a similar system as Vitality, who obviously has Zywoo, last year the 2019 best player of the world. Now, they're not saying Halzerk is going to be that in 2020, just that you can have a structure. If you have such a powerful youngster on the AWP, he can crack you open rounds, can do these remarkable things. You may as well feed him the big green, set him up with flashes to find your frags. If you have a weapon that powerful, use it. We talk about Na'Vi with Simple and Electronic. There's no reason not to do it on the Dignitas side. And they have to be successful with it first. So the buys will come on through. Halzerk yet to purchase on in. Curious to see what he wants to go for here.
Well, I assume the AK armor.
Yeah, but maybe a scout? Like
Yeah.
that's the only other thing I'm potentially thinking right here is maybe he buys a scout.
I don't think it's a high-impact weapon he'd be looking for. So it is the AK. Well, what are they going to do with this up against a bit of a bonus situation? Well, the MP9 still out, the scout for Nork as well. We'll get into round 3. See if Dignitas can make any sort of dent here. Certainly not the favorites coming into this one. Flashbang towards main. Flopsky just investigating that situation. 3 players towards Ivy now. Twister just be locking them out of the smoke. It allows them to get up towards the end of it. Can get themselves prepared, can drop some smokes themselves. Bomb is on that side.
Twist. He's checking, he's investigating that close corner. He knows it's a common angle. We saw Glaive playing it to greater success for the Astralis training games. And well, Freiburg tucks himself in there, now smoking off towards backtracks. Twist hears the steps. He knows Sunnyside is vulnerable, but throws some bullets down range. They did connect initially, and he doesn't quite get away. Rez, Plopsky both added to the kill tally. This is the start dig we're looking for.
It absolutely is. 5 on 3 now. CT scrambling towards the bomb site. They have rotated in time here. 45 seconds left, however. Freiburg oversteps the mark, gives one back, but exists. Answers in due course. That's going to be a lovely shot from him. Get right chimes in as well. 4 versus 1. Nork left at the scout. Doesn't nail the shot, but can he follow it up?
Does manage to find the frag onto Forest, and another onto Exist. He's doing a pretty damn good job of keeping him honest. Won't be able to retrieve the rifle. Halzerk will keep that round under wraps. So the first for Dignitas found, and it's the opening kills that made that possible. 2 in quick succession to get them into the round.
So, an unexpected victory there. Team Dignitas post an early round. So, with the residual money here, not looking too good. They might have to just take the eco and buy into the next one. That means that no investment here whatsoever. We'll see what they've got in mind. Here's Nork. Decent attempt here. Managed to get a couple of kills. Very impressive, but unfortunately for him, Halzerk takes him down. And we'll get into round 4. They take the full eco, chat. Didn't invest anything. Yeah. They're respecting this buy.
Well, if they can get those double orbs up in the hands of Nork and Twist here, they might be able to get the lockdown early, but most likely we'll be conceding round number 4 here. They do have that one flash in the hands of Nork, so it's going to be curious to see if Ivy does come into play. As we can see on the radar on the top left-hand side of your screen, all of the Ts right now of Dignitas are in passive positions, covering the main push, Ivy from a distance, not to give up any guns, and monitoring those box halls and ladder rooms. So just a default spread on the anti-eco here from Dignitas. Want to make sure they're very thorough with this. This is one of the things that, well, from the glory days of when these guys were the best in the world, Counter-Strike has become a lot more meticulous in your approach. There's jiggle peaks galore. There's devil is in the details these days. And the smokes over to Yard will come out. Halzerk will open things up yet again.
They're taking no chances at all, are they? They're doing full smokes, Ivy smokes.
You have to, right? Because these guys, they know, in terms of the aim department, they're not keeping up with NIP here. But if they can have all of their executions watertight, not giving anything up and aware of all the possible dangers and threats where they could come from, of course, you got to treat this like a gun round. Every dollar counts. Every kill is a knock-on effect in Counter-Strike. And they've got 5 players alive there. NIP do have money here, but it's compromised once again. Lekr will be down to the FAMAS. Same story for Rez as well. But they do have the option to go for the orbs. Only a single one so far. And that's the way it will remain.
Okay.
That's in the hands of Nork here. That is a potent double orb setup. Nork and Twist on that.
Yeah.
That'll be pretty wild.
Just have to get it online, but they are missing diffuse kits in this one right here. Potentially a more forward setup, so they don't have to deal with any post-plant scenarios. Not going all the way up to the box holes early. Could get a bit of information here.
I'm still tripping out that I'm casting NIP versus Get Right and Forest.
It's a bit confusing.
It's getting my brain all fuzzy. Pushing fast, though, down the low ramp, and oh my God! That was a full buy. They just congregate. All in the smoke, grey screens. Lekro can't believe his luck. A triple kill. Just like that, the round is over.
It's Freiburg still alive, Alex. Let's not say that too early here.
The Frib.
That's a very good point, Chad.
The
He's
king of
won
banana.
Plenty of 1v5s in his career.
Should I check that?
Yeah, go and find those other stats in the 1v5. I'm not sure if he's got. I'm sure he has.
I was
He
looking
must.
at Fallen's clutch stats
You
this
were?
morning.
That was an interesting stat to go with that one.
I can't quite remember.
1v5, Freiburg to save the AK by the looks of things, but he still has a minute, so going to try and cause some financial ruin if possible. But as Chad mentioned there, full inside rush doesn't really work out for them running through the smoke. Never normally will. I think they're anticipating the fact they might not have the AWP out there and hopefully get some trade duels going on, but the early smoke, 3-man spread out for Lekro. He gets the AK, didn't even take any damage in that encounter.
Freiburg has won 1v5 on record.
There you go. Who's it against?
It was against Complexity when he was playing for Optic in 2017.
I remember that one, yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Nice.
The thing is,
it was a big one.
It was huge, yeah.
Henry's not joking about how big of an NIP fan he was, because I remember back when they were going into events and we didn't expect them to do well. He was the only one just barracking. I'm like, Henry, you being serious? He's like, yeah, the magic.
Hey, I'm not an NIP fan.
Sorry,
I'm
Dignitas fan.
I'm a Dignitas fan, but I'm more of a fan of the people involved in the project.
All right. You're a people
Get
person.
right, Forest, Freiburg. Exist? You kidding me, Chad? That's a star-studded roster.
Unfortunately, Henry, I'm on the side of things that leaning towards NIP being the favorite in this match.
Certainly understandable. No criticism there. I got some good fashion advice from Exist once.
Did you? What
Yeah,
did he
there was
say?
an after party at DreamHack. We were in a barn somewhere.
A barn?
Yeah, it was like kind of a barn party.
Like a sort of maypole, sort
There
of...
was less maypoles, more cold beverages.
Okay,
but
right.
yes, it's close enough.
Yeah.
But I complimented his leather jacket, and he told me, you'd look good in one.
Oh.
Well, lo and behold, I bought one, and I'm still reaping the compliments. So thank
I've
you,
never
Exist.
seen him wear a leather jacket. So it's more of
Only
an
when he goes to
observation.
barn parties.
Oh, of course.
It's more of a barn party
yes,
type
that makes
attire.
sense.
Yeah.
Cowboy hat, leather jacket.
Yep.
Turn up to the barn party, looking like $1
boots.
million. And we'll get into round number 6. Yeah, the boots especially. So get right. Dropping the Molotov to prevent an AWP towards the upper ramp of Brown Halls here. Up against Nork.
Look how far back Lekro is, Henry. Just
Yeah,
one sec.
he did on the pistol as well. He played the same angle. He did. Like, I've seen him just use this ladder to spot, drops a Molotov when he gets any sort of attention. It means you get full accuracy to throw it at least. You won't die.
And I guess you're safe from upper because you're never going to hit that shot going up and down the ladder.
But what it does mean is they are conceding to play retake at the start of round. So if there was to be a rush in the inner bomb site, Lekro's only job is to contain it. Will be the hit though, and well, they're set up this time round. Nork over towards High Ramp with the AWP. Can he deliver?
Oh, get right. A couple of traces is all Nork needs. Lekro's taken one down. Freiburg to trade, taking some space. He wants to go forward into the site, take as much as he can before that bomb does go down. It's on Halzak, and he will have to be MIA for that. Oh, just as the smoke fades, Freiburg's feeling frisky, and Rez 180, very fast, turns on Freib.
Got to hear those, Adam. You got to hear those.
Yeah, that's going to cost him. That could be very well be the round.
Nice little move from him, but it's left this team in a 4 versus 0. Plopsky and Rez capitalize upon the missed shot there from Freiburg. That was the only chance they're going to win that round. If he gets a clean kill there, 180s it towards upper ramp, nails that one as well. He dropped the decoy and got through the smoke. Very good timing. Still got his game sense about him, but couldn't find that final kill. That could have given them some sort of access towards a B site. Either way, it will be NIP bouncing back, looking very strong the last couple of rounds here. Rez especially, that was the kill that really let Dignitas down.
Ooh, he even got that Halzak as well, just to make sure it wasn't going to get too out of control. Halzak yet to see too much from him. It's actually, I think this is the first chance I'm getting to cast Dignitas. This is my first Dignitas game.
Yeah.
Very excited to kind of get a feel for how it looks in the server. The hero AK on Get Right has managed to get out main. Now we're talking. Something exciting cooking. The Molotov does not quite cover the Olof corner, so he'll be able to tuck in. And now up Ivy they go. Twister's already got the first, the second, maybe even the third. He gets all of them. Get Right's AK needed a couple of teammates to survive to really hold too much of a punch. Forest Eagle does find Twist, but that's the end of the round. Rez makes sure of that.
Rez has had enough, hasn't he? Every single shot he's fired so far has looked so precise. 11 and 2. Twisted 3 kills in the round as well. He'll be an impact player of round number 7. That was a bit of a eco there from the likes of Dignitas. Get Right investing, though, meaning you have to go in with either a Galil or a Desert Eagle.
It must be so unique for Forest, Get Right, and Freiburg to be playing against the young up-and-comer that they played with and that won them a tournament. You know, like it's kind of, now they're against it. Now they're feeling the wrath of Rez.
That's a very good point. Freiburg now, haven't said those words in a long time. He'll be making his way out towards main entrance. A great shot. The AWP strikes, removes Rez from the equation, and we are going to have Plopsky now battling for his life towards Olaf.
Forrest, he got tagged up by the bullets. A HE followed, and now bleeding down to just 3 HP, but he fights and stands vigilant still. 5 versus 4, advantage changing now. Nork hits the aggressive AWP shot. Freiburg's dancing around E-Box. A nice frag, looking to catch the one in the smoke, and he does. Taps away at the header twist. Leaves Lekro wondering where it all went wrong. His teammates have evaporated.
Lekro, 1 on 4. Bomb planted. Smoke, flash, and HE available. The kit's there as well, but better off probably saving the AK-47. Truth be told, Exist might find him before he even has a chance to fall back here. Challenging and nailing the shot. Nice work.
Yeah, good stuff there. Having 4 survive, that's important for Dig. You need to start building a bit of a bank on this T side. I've just been taking a look, ladies and gentlemen, because we did call this the boomers versus the zoomers. Obviously, this is the old versus the new. Just to give you an idea of the average ages of these teams.
Good call.
Dignitas are at, well, let's round it up. Let's say average player age is 28, right? Okay. Compared to NIP.
How old is Halzerg? He must be bringing it right.
Yeah, Halzerg's bringing it down. The NIP boys, their average age is 23.
Right.
So Halzerg as an individual is 19
there
years
you go.
of age.
He brings it right down and still it's a 28. Damn. All right, then. Well, it will be a Freiburg using the AK-47 again. Got 2 kills in the previous round. 5-3, close to your like, and Rez caught out of position here. Sweating now as the Molotov lands at his front door. This shot will be converted by Freiburg here. He does a lot of damage towards Get Right, but still opening kill for Dignitas. It's 2 double ops here, so we are going to see Twist and Nork having to recover the round here, and they're flash smoking themselves in. Twist will fall back.
Yeah, you definitely can't blame him after that pressure has been applied. Get Right's been gifted the AWP to operate with, given his low HP. He's just going to be holding the interesting angle. They could potentially be strafing him up, but it doesn't look like there's any aggressive pushes from the CT, certainly not from Inner. Could be seeing Plopsky play with the ladder, though.
Yeah.
This is a very passive start.
Yeah, they're just holding for any sort of reactive plays here from the CT side, but they've got a double AWP price. They're not going to be exploring too much here. So it does suggest that Dignitas are going for an execution. We see plenty of them so far. They've got a 5-on-4 advantage, get a post-plant scenario running, and at that point, we'll see what's available. So here come the smokes now. Still a good chance NIP can win this. But this is the correct response. You've waited for any reactive plays. You're dropping all the smokes, denying vision for the AWPs, where the AWPs are playing in front of you utility. But Nork still looks uncomfortable here. You can see him floundering somewhat, but repositions, fire off a shot, back towards the bomb train he goes.
Wow, nice Molotov. Completely forced him off a brown train. Nork eats another flash. They're doing so much good work. Halzerg's caught Lekro. Nork low, forced into connector, and the bomb will go down. You called it. And from behind, Plopsky's equalized. Quickly dealt with by Exist, but a 2v3.
They didn't account for the pop dog. It should still be fine. 3 versus 2. Kits available here, but Nork on the AWP suggests he'll be saving the weapon along with Plopsky there. But it's enough. Dignitas win the round. They are closing the gap. This will be 5-4 now. The loss bonus won't be established just yet. NIP, they'll save 2 weapons, but if they force into the next round, it's going to be a difficult one. There certainly will be compromises.
That execute had everything.
Yeah, it was actually perfect. Did you see how flashed they were on the bomb site? Like, he couldn't get the AWP shots off. It was absolutely stifling.
Now, does anybody remember the old NIP with Exist calling?
Yes.
Okay, so it was very loosey-goosey default, allowing your players to find picks and hoping they get kills. They had to transition off of that because it stopped working after a while. They were changing in-game leaders around. A whole bunch of stuff happened back in the old jersey for these boys. Now you can clearly see the influence potentially of Fifi I don't want to say rediscovering CS, but playing in modern day CS.
The same brain, a completely different game.
Yeah. He retired in 2014, and he hasn't been massively involved in the scene, done a few events as an analyst.
Yeah.
But he had to do a lot of catching up coming into this roster, right? Like, they needed a good coach to come in. I'm not sure he was the first choice, but it did make sense from a PR perspective, and he's going to have to do the homework now and catch up. And it looks like it's reflected. He's also got Vendetta working with him as the analyst, right?
That's true. We forgot about that one.
He's a very smart man who watches a lot of Counter-Strike, so I'm sure they're working in tandem very well.
I bet that's actually quite a nice partnership of the new and the old.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, there's no one I can suggest that would be able to quickly catch Fiflaren up on how the meta has.
Good thing as well, Robin is not afraid of saying what he thinks.
Right.
I feel like Halvor won't be able to address the guys in the same sort of way, but Fiflaren will be able to say whatever he thinks about the team.
That's a very good point.
And they'll just accept it.
So if Vendetta and Fiflaren are having a good dialogue, there is no better messenger than Fiflaren.
Absolutely.
To the main
They respect
body.
him a lot.
Big shot, Nork. Oh, but it's traded. Halzerg, a very quick one into the side. Lekro's only working with the deagle, but we know how potent that dig is, and he does go 1-for-1. Get right, charging up. Smoke from Halzerg in support. The bomb yet to go down, but they've already set Get Right up in such a powerful position.
Are they trying to suggest a fake is coming in off this? Why are they not planting straight away? They've got to play it all the way in CT spawn. That's Get Right. Nails the first shot. He had the footsteps to twist as well. So they go back towards outside now?
Surely not. Sure. Oh, the perfect flash, and Get Right gobbles it up. Holds down the trigger. It's the best bet he has when he's lost all of his screen.
Do they think it's outside now? They are. Okay, they do know it's inner. Orb shot doesn't quite connect.
Okay, is he going to be allowed to get away? That's a risk from Halzerg. He lives to tell the tale. I'm impressed. I'm confused. He goes back down. Plopsky can't believe his luck. Freiburg to clutch.
He's won a few of these in his time, but the smoke goes down on the bomb. We'll have to do the old classic, spray for the smoke, hope for the best here, boys. The defuse comes in, the spray doesn't quite connect.
Try again!
Shoot again! Oh, that's a shame. Doesn't quite work. Doesn't really have the high bars looking for there.
I get the orb.
But
Did
he
he get the orb?
does
Oh.
get an AK, at least. He will survive.
Yeah, so it was pretty curious with the way that Halzerg was playing that situation, not dropping
Yes.
back, knowing that he had a molly and a flash there.
He's in that position where he feels like he has to win the round for the team and just keep going for shots. Otherwise, they
That's
won't win.
exactly what I was about to say. I was about to say that the reason he's staying there is probably because he wants to win the round before it comes down to an actual clutch scenario where they're tapping the bomb and whatnot.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And unfortunately, unable to hit any of the shots there. But we do have a stat line from Ben coming in. Rez playing super aggressive against his former teammates. 11 kills, 4 deaths. No opening kills, but 3 opening deaths. So he's really
Swinging
taking
for the
it to
fences.
them. And that was one of the questions we had was which style was NIP going to come on in with? Was it just going to be their percentage base? Well, it seems like Rez has decided he's better than them individually and wants to take the fight in that direction. He's also got 89 ADR to his name with those 11 kills. So good impact from them, but still 4 rounds on the board for Dig at this point. That's not too bad considering how far into the game we are.
Yeah, touche. Everyone's keeping up. Across the board, even kill distribution. Rez, of course, the standout who has fallen off in the last couple of rounds. I find this such a ballsy peak.
He doesn't even
Freiburg was
know.
doing it. Rez was flashed enough or just didn't have a look. And now the frag could have come in. Exists with an advantage, but Rez with the precision.
That kind of encapsulates this entire game. That encounter right there. Exists had all the information, the perfect information there to take him out, get the opening kill, but of course Rez is too fast for him. Obliterates him with the opening shot. And it will be a 5-on-4. In-game leader removed, and Freiburg now at the end of the Ivy position. Bomb behind him. Money a little bit tight for Nork, as you can see. The MP9 in hand right now. As Freiburg is rattling off shots. Goes for the reload. And Nork's right next to him there, but he will be removed. Great shot from Adamir.
Here we
Gets a
go.
combo.
Ooh, he had his crosshair on him for his trades, and now Lekro again thrust into a near impossible clutch scenario. Should he find Halzerg? I don't know if they saw this one coming. Could be a quick 2K. Looking for the clutch. A 1 versus 3 against his old teammates. And Get Right's the one to hold it down. Jumping for info. He didn't quite catch a glimpse, and Get Right hits a banger. That's all they needed. Dignitas find 5.
What great work that was. A very patient default, looking to thread the needle, and Freiburg, he gets the timing just perfect there. Opening kill on the MP9, close range, nails the shot outside as well, and at that point his teammate says, open the floodgates, come out towards Ivy, plant that bomb. Sure, there was a moment there where it could have fallen down. It comes to a 1 versus 1, but Get Right nails the shot. You're going to have to win some clutches here. They've all done the 1 versus 2 before, but the 1 versus 1 is theirs. Dignitas back online now. And have a look at the money situation. It's pretty much a full eco here, boys, as we're looking for 6-6 on the T side for Dignitas here on train.
Oh boy. This is T-side as well. 6. I don't think Dig are going to be too unhappy about that. Anything else, of course, a bonus. This is their map pick as well. And 6 is on the cards. It's only an I mean, I don't want to call it an eco because Lekro and his armored deagle is terrifying. I'll give you that credit. And Rez certainly capable.
2 smokes in the mix as well makes it a little bit scarier at that point.
Sure.
And look, I think in this matchup right here, every round that Dig wins, or every chance we see out of these guys to be polished, or potentially players hitting shots like Freiburg's 2 kills coming, that's showing us that the old boys have still got it, right? Because we need to see that
Evidence, yeah.
So it's the same game, but it's been quite a few years since they're at the top.
It is an incredibly romantic story, though. Anyone with any sort of heart is going to be able to appreciate the reunion tour. Especially if they can back it up with results. That's when everyone just truly starts getting the rose-colored glasses on.
Well, here we go then. The full execution. No
Ooh.
grenades left. It wasn't quite the one tap, but the AWP will do. Twist is removed. Remember, this is the eco. And Nork might get away with a couple of kills there. Get right. Does check the smoke, sort of. But he is going to be emerging from the darkness. Oh, this is actually going to fall apart. Not like this, boys. Not like this. Don't break my heart now.
Not like
it was looking
this.
so good.
And Halzok's in a real awkward spot now. Rez is even coming behind him. He does find the first, but he's almost definitely dead. I think he spotted him as well. Rez, perhaps in his peripheral vision, would have caught a glimpse of Exist, now forced to clutch. Get Right's got one under his belt. It's Exist's turn. Bomb's half gone.
They won't have kids.
Oh, bloody hell. He had a quick look and he's lost his mind.
So Getro was checking that one important smoke by the E-box there. He thought, okay, well, even if he is there, he'll have a USP, he'll be fine. He gets 2 kills at USP.
Can I see that again?
With the Desert Eagle. All of a sudden, the round falls on its head there. They're going to be gutted.
Oh,
that
look what it's done to their money.
Yeah, that was it. It was on a plate.
Oh, disastrous. I mean, the double kill from Nork. I wish we could show you that one again. Waiting in the smoke.
Imagine if he denied the plant as well. Like, he was close to that. So that's how Lekro got lucky there as well. So, oof. That's a tough one to lose when you were looking like you were going to pick up 6 T-sided rounds on train. That would have been a hefty haul to have.
I think that's how I started this round. I was talking about the guaranteed 6. Well, not
that
so much.
That's insane.
An eco victory for the NIP.
5 on 3, right, as well.
Yeah,
They had everything
God,
going
you're
for
right.
them.
They got 2 opening kills, and now into the inner side, they want to plant, and I think they'll get it. You were talking about this, Chad. This passive hold from Lekro has been exploited. Gets in the bomb plant.
Their protocols now as they rotate, they have to be aware of these pushes. Lekro can't go down yet.
Well, Halzok's dead. And good plan. That's absolutely true. And it's by virtue of the fact that he's so passive on this B bomb, so they'll probably move things around now. It's been exposed, and he feels like it could be a weakness going forward. We're still well handled by NIP. They will be winning the half now, and Dignitas, that might be the last round they possibly pick up. Good a chance of any against the full eco, 5 on 3, and they've let it slide by.
Oh, that's going to be heartbreaking.
Yeah, they do have money now, but 2 rounds to go. NIP, double up, set up, Twist and Nork. That is powerful. Quite the statement.
It certainly is. Twist and Nork on AWPs. Going to be even more difficult for Halzok to find a way in for his squad. 11 kills to the Norwegian as well. Worth mentioning, we said he would be bringing a lot of fragging capacity to Dig, and he's delivering again. Nades towards the bomb train, not going to find their target. I spoke too soon. Rez gobbles them up. Down to 19.
So, Dignitas, a couple more chances here to get more than 5. It was looking oh so good for them. Back to the defaults now. Bomb down towards the dumpster position. Get right towards Pop Dog for now. Working towards Ivy. That's where Freiburg found that great success before, but the flashbang's been sent in, and Halzok's ready for it. That's a great shot. Freiburg can convert this as well. Looking for the second kill, applying a lot of pressure. Won't want to fall back now. Oversteps the mark. Molotov not required there, and he will be taken out.
Nork's in a prime position to catch a couple here. Forrest advancing through Olof, and that's a spectacular shot. Halzok's found another as well. Looking very good for the 6th here. Plopsky looking to stand his ground, but he's lost a lot of health in the first exchange, and now he's lost his teammate. He's lost the round as well. Get Right catches them both. That is the 6th found now converted.
Yeah, they've slipped one past the keeper there just before halftime as well. You can see the money. Desperate at points. You can see MP9's coming out. Deagle for Lekro. Rez has got 5k though, so does he want to bring out the AWP? Apparently not. Goes to the M4 instead. Makes sense. He's a rifler. Good shots from the young Swede here, stepping up. Get right through the smoke as well in the last kill.
Ivy has been a bit of a problem for NIP so far. Freiburg's had a couple of entries out there. Halzok now a few times as well, so maybe something they'll need to fix as they move forward. But this is the last round here of this CT side, so let's see what they've got. Lekro dropping that a little bit prematurely, but doesn't want to get rushed down on the last round of the half here, as it will slow and stall on out. Exist not quite throwing it there.
Do you remember the Pasha montage of him trying to throw that nade?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was
Just before the end of his career.
Wasn't it? Was it Zeus?
Oh,
I
maybe
think?
it was
It was
Zeus.
Zeus. Yes, I was on casting. I always wanted to dug him out for that. So,
Yeah, okay.
it's not my first run in with Zeus. I'll say that much.
He
but
does something.
Yeah, that did happen.
I remember
It got
that.
really awkward.
He
After the
kept
6th time,
nading.
I was like, you can't keep doing that now.
Stop throwing it. Stop trying to throw it.
Oh, that made me tickle. That tickled me. Anyway, let's get into this final round, shall we?
Let's do it.
So, Dignitas, another slow approach here. No loosey-goosey this time. Forrest will be waiting for any sort of aggression towards main entrance. In terms of the setup here, looks like an outside execution to me eventually.
Oh, this would be interesting.
I don't know where this goes. It could connect to maybe?
Yeah, potentially. It's looking like a good angle.
Ivy?
goodness,
I
like
can
that.
smoke Ivy
that.
from Ivy. You can
Pretty
smoke
cool.
the sunny side. That's hot. And now they can use it. Not quite perfect, but it does isolate the Jewel. The only focus on Green Train, and they've cleared it. Get right, leaping through the smoke into Rez. A warm embrace from the young Swede in a second. Very pinpoint precise. Eliminating Forest's threat. Freiburg baiting and switching. But the frags keep coming. Rez does well to find a third there and exist. Looking to fight Blopsky. Wins out. Keeping things level. A huge round from the leader here of Dig.
Oh, the player Pop Dog as well. He's still going to be aware of it, and he gets taken out. 8 seconds remaining here. I'm not sure he'll be able to do much. There's the bomb. Will it go down?
Not if Lekro has anything to say about it. They peek him, and before he can equip his weapon, he catches a USP bullet. Nor can his USP. He's got 3 frags with that in weapon rounds, and 2 of them won the round.
Well, that is going to be the half. The Super Series continues after this break, ladies and gentlemen. It couldn't really be closer. NIP versus Dignitas will be back after this break.
Walk through fire,
This is a chance for Dignitas. Vertigo waiting in the wings, myself, Sponge, and Henry G talking about it, suggesting that to C3, they need to exploit NIP's weak train. In 2020, they've only managed to see 34 rounds successfully picked up across 4 games for the Ninjas. This is a weak map.
You're dead on there, and that's why it's a must-win for Dig as well. I don't think there'll be much to say on Vertigo. I think that's a locked-in map for NIP. As Dignitas get their headshots here, they're looking to win this pistol in a convincing manner, but still, the kill's being delivered here by Plopsky, and it will be closed out by Get Right. Gets 4 in total there. That is absolutely massive. They needed the pistol, in my opinion, and they've delivered on all fronts. Don't like the plan, and presumably got themselves a second here, because you don't normally force on a T-side of train unless you get the bomb down. Waiting for the AKs in the third, I would imagine. Let's see.
Good attempt from Plopsky. I thought for a second we were about to see the tables turned again.
That's happened a few times. It looks like Dignitas has the round locked in. All of a sudden, 3 kills out of nowhere. Round falls apart, but this time they hold on. So it is the full eco. Should be 9-8, no problem. Just whether Dignitas can deny the plant and keep it clean. Should be able to. 2 players towards inside. You've got Exist working that area with Halzerk. We'll see whether they can hold the wall from the door.
Nice angle held by Exist, and there's follow-up from Halzerk. Both of them found. Dink did perhaps force him to a more passive stance, but the frags are coming in from behind as well. Forest up, Pop Dog does collect, and no bomb plant here. We will see the AKs into the third, but Dignitas happy to start off this half by closing the gap. Converting the pistol puts them just 1 away from keeping things completely level.
So they focus on the rifles there as well. You can see 3 of them coming forward, not focusing on the MP9s, but there is weaknesses here, of course. Halzerk and Forrest of the SMGs. Do they want to go for a more avant-garde strategy here? Go for a push towards inside, or Ivy go for a quick pick, considering they have the weaker weapons for sure? Exist will be alone towards inside for now. So using the one-way smoke, might push up towards that lower ramp, and indeed he will. You can jump right up towards the railings with the brown horse here, up against Rez. Difficult fight to win.
With a FAMAS as well. Is he really going to go for the second jump? Thank you for the X-ray toggle. Did spot something. Enough to work with. The nade might force Rez back. Doesn't quite catch him, but Exist. That's presence in Brown Horse. They'll waste a lot of time to force him out of his hidey holes.
Yeah. He might be a bit of a punching bag in this second half here. If Exist is the default inside holder, he may be getting exploited, or look to be, from NIP as this map will progress.
Grenade doesn't connect. Freiburg to be challenged. 2 players towards Ivy here. Bomb still down in T-spawn, so it won't be a full commitment just yet. We'll see the first kill come through. Not just yet. Screen did cut out there for a second. Just I heard the shots go off.
Casting in blackness again.
I really went for it there. Didn't work out, but there wasn't a kill. Freiburg might be able to change things. He certainly will. That's twist remove. Nice shot.
Not too shabby at all, and they've got the crossfire established for Nork as well.
Oh, it's perfect.
It is, and there's the trade. Numbers stay in favor of Dignitas, and an upgrade for Forest. He'll happily receive the AK upgrade, now smoking out towards main as best he can.
Fluffed it.
He did.
Actually worked great for the T's here. They can't be seen from stop right now. It gives them an avenue to get out into this Olaf position and potentially find a duel, but...
Oh, dear.
Ooh, expect Forrest to hit those 3-on-3 now, but he has done substantial damage towards Lecro. This is the kill now. Get Right can't connect it. Rez sprays him down, and they take the advantage. Bomb to be planted here, but Exist pulls one back. 5 seconds remaining. Can they deny the plant? Apparently not. Exist throws himself out there. 2 versus 1. Looking to deny the plant. Didn't work at all. And now Rez working with Plopsky. They've got no utility, but it looks like they've got the perfect crossfire.
Yeah, I don't know what they could possibly do. Halzerk, he's going to have to win this duel on Rez soon. Does have a kit, and he is checking all off, so there should be a 1v1 if Rez doesn't pull that trigger at a ridiculous pace. Nice pre-fire, perfect from Halzerk. Gets the AK, Plopsky waiting in Pop Dog, and Halzerk's got a good sneak in suspicion. There's the fight, and Plopsky's jiggled it.
So perfect, so frustrating,
so annoying. When you've got a player like Plopsky who has, since his first foray into competitive Counter-Strike, has been jiggle peeking to a professional standard, he can just do it to a T.
Let's bear in mind, though, that was the quote-unquote bonus round for Dignitas here. They entered with 2 MP9s and 3 rifles, 2 of which were for masses, right? They still brought it down to the 1 versus 1. Sure, they didn't win it. That's not ideal, but still, they've got them on the ropes financially. NIP here will have Galil's, MAC-10s, and a weak buy, just generally speaking here. Looking at the Dignitas setup, they saved the AK, right? They still have 5 rifles on the board, couple of defuse kits. Not the best utility, but if they win this round, they sabotage the efforts of NIP going forward. This is a huge round. Grenades delivered in 3s towards main entrance, but nothing connected.
Can we quickly jump to Halzerk's POV? I just want to check his armor. Yeah, so interesting. He's on 6. SEO called this one out to me. He actually will not have effective armor for this round. It has to be over 40, I believe, or 50. It's about...
I thought it was 20.
Okay, so there is a number, but it's definitely not 6. So Halzerk hasn't necessarily taken that into account with just 6 armor. That could have ramifications and a great spot from SEO, so shout out to him. Keeping his eyes on all of the nuance of this game. Halzerk choosing not to rebuy the armor, descending into lower and already catching a bullet. That's putting his armor down to just 2. As we discussed, he's now run out of it.
Well, they are going to be overrunning the bomb site here. Looks like both the kills will be coming in, but Twist, not quite. The MAC-10 looking to close things out, though. He knows he's around here somewhere. He can smell him. Forest will have to fall back. Very convincing. In a finish there, Chad did say that Exist could be exploited towards outside of the map potentially.
Yeah, it used to be Get Right holding Inner back in the day, right? But I like the fact that they're changing out some of these positions. The older players, have to learn the newer game, and to do that, you need to kind of put yourself out of the comfort zone a little bit, right? To get acclimatized with how the current meta is being approached right here. Forest will do very well to hold on to this with Nork sliding around the corner. He's going to take that out of his hands here. I'm a bit disappointed we haven't seen too much teabagging and spraying on their body. Yeah, exactly. But I think maybe there's a level of respect here because... This Dignitas roster being, the legends of the game in the early stages, maybe Swedish Counter-Strike wouldn't have continued to be as prolific as it was in the former
definitely not.
I mean, of course, let's not forget the Plopsky storyline over when he was first playing for the NIP organization. The fact that in a 2-year span, he'd gone from going to support the NIP boys at a DreamHack Masters to playing for NIP at a DreamHack Masters, and now representing that org against the team that forged the dynasty that made him a fan in the first place. I mean, it is full circle. There's no doubt about it.
Well, for this round, though, they'll be on just the Desert Eagles, no armor. A scout is available to them, but I don't think the round is. Freiburg with an opening attempt there, one that doesn't work out for him. And they'll just be dropping the basic utility here to send him on his way. They know they're up against pistols now. No one has to overextend. No one needs to hunt for a frag. Just wait until everyone's ready. Execute together. Shouldn't be a problem. Freiburg has another stab, this time towards Pop Dog.
The Crow. Another warning shot from Forest there, but nothing substantial. 60 seconds now, and the CTs with only Deagles need to make something happen. He thought he had the timing, thought he could exploit the smoke. Lecro pulls it out, and now Freiburg through the floorboards. Does land just the first. Still doesn't look like it's going to translate into anything more than that. A single frag for the Dignitas gang.
Player pushing towards the pop dog position, but Plopsky ready and waiting to pick up. Even if he doesn't have accuracy on the ladder, still willing to take the battle. Doesn't work out for him, admittedly, but still, they know exactly where Exist is. They're going to try and hunt him down, so he can't save that AK.
Well, while we do take this little hiatus here while they try and hunt down Exist or see if you can hold on to that gun, we will be doing a little bit of a whip around right now, ladies and gentlemen. You got a B and C stream right now, which is some South American Counter-Strike on your screens. You can head over to check out Red Canids taking on Imperial. Scoreline over